ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the
Get
Lone
these
Star
rookies
State and the
broken in, right?
TNT Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene
Come on,
a
Richards.
few moments ago,
Come
here
on,
it
we have to
is.
do
It's
something,
unlike
nigga.
any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
The best of the team is our linebacker.
With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Here we go. Here we go. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. And the starting offense now for the Giants.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Right,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
I think most people locked in on Byron Jones when he came out of UConn at the NFL Combine, where he darn near jumped out of the stadium because of his vertical leap. But there's so much more to his game than that. Played cornerback and safety in college, and they can use that same ability to move him around in the NFL in order to create great matchups on defense for Dallas.
Play action. It's Jackson.
Woo, 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 boy!
Xavier Woods with a pick.
Love how I baked them motherfuckers.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this
Damn,
play.
Lamar.
First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Damn, Lamar. They don't want you to succeed.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10
dog.
at their own 28-yard line.
They want you to be a pocket
The
pass.
first carry now for Tony Pollard.
Here on 2nd down.
Pollard.
I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. It's probably a pretty... Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're...
Hold up. Why is Black out there as a 3rd receiver? Maybe I just need to put him in.
Have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott from the gun.
Rookie.
Complete over the middle. That's Yates. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because it took...
Oh, shit. Yeah. Damn. So excited.
This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Yates with his first touchdown.
14-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And
yes.
it'll be incomplete.
Punt the ball.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Oh,
you hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Pollard. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Black. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Prescott on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Banks. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed.
Oh, no. Shit, that's bullshit. And now it's going to be a pick six. Come on, rookie. Damn. That was bullshit.
They told it.
Now, was it really a pick?
Repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Ooh, nice.
Second down, but
good
this time
shit.
it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Wow.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
From the 27, Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over the middle, complete. It's Yates. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 44, Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down here inside the 30. They're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
I had him set up for a move.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Yeah, man, that rookie is pretty damn nice.
On first and 10, Prescott. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Prescott.
He's walking
in. Score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson Well, this is caught by Williams.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. It's caught. Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Jackson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. I
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 17, Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Got a man, Slayton.
Shit.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Oh, shit. He fucking ran.
Touchdown, New York.
Bitch nigga.
Lamar Jackson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. First down, and it's Pollard again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a give right side. It's Banks. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Shit.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson now off the bootleg. Oh, try.
Rarely, you're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing.
Anything, right?
Oh,
for Cooper,
God.
and it's intercepted.
Teams turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's a short one here.
Hell no, nigga.
End.
That's fucking
right. 3
right.
yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd
That's the
down.
way to game
They've
tackle.
been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Okay, don't get shit, guys.
From the gun, it's
Shit.
Jackson. Completes
Nice,
this one to
nice.
Meredith. Well, this
You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Okay.
A good return
That's cool,
there,
that's
call
cool.
it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Dwayne Haskins with 2 first-half touchdown passes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Wow.
3rd and long for Prescott. Pass the 20. Cooper's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking... to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson now. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Out come the Cowboys now, as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, I like what your game plan's showing you.
Run for Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second down now, it's Banks. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Banks, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally, because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Prescott to throw on 4th. Man open, Rice. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Check. We go 46. Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Watch the eye. Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Prescott on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now Pollard looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll run it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Nice.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Fuck off field, nigga.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
They'll run on first down. It's Banks, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Prescott from the gun on third. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This will be caught by Brown. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
I think that's another touchdown here.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete left side to Shepard. Here's Jackson to throw.
Yeah,
man Jalen Smith able to get a hand in and
about to be in the 4th.
And that's when he's got to be happy
in the 4th.
There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right.
On second down, it's Edwards. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 30. On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the fourth.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This is caught. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Check, Mike. Go. Get out there. Bring it. Mike 5-4.
Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson gets it to Meredith, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cameron Meredith. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys are back within a single score. PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Here's Pollard again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Banks. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, it's Banks, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Everybody kill.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jackson on first down. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
A gain of 3, second down. Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 4th down. Here's Jackson.
Thank you.
This is intercepted.
Game over.
Should do it.
Oh! Game over. Oh! Game over.
The Red Sea parts, and there
Game over. Xavier McKinley does it again. Snatches the soul out of motherfuckers. Hell yeah.
That one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hell yeah. Now that was a game. That was defense right there, boy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
Oh, another pick.
For the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Banks. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Well, Prescott here to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Dallas, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, start the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your brum, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, ballin'. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo.
Oh no.
She said she not a, she an.
All right, let me get. I'm ready.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
I said you're not ready. Oh well, yeah. Yeah. You gotta play. You gotta play. You play the Steelers. What the fuck? Whose car? It was their car, right? They passed him. Damn. Y'all so damn funny, dog.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't even watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Oh, I won. Yeah, I think I might I might fall asleep right now. You and me? You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Okay. Yeah, man. Shit. Can you hear me? Oh. Okay.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
Alright.
I can't spend a day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you.
Yeah, man. I think I'm gonna go to sleep, dog. But yep, in the morning, I'll be hopefully the game will be ready for you because I'm gonna play after I think you're done playing. Yeah, I'm ready up. Alright then. Alright, yo. Yeah.